streets. Just hear me out. I'm not a preacher but preacher. I'm not a teacher but teaching. Most niggas drown in the deep end, steady freaking and leaking. Got demons up in they sheets and can't even reason with reason. We bout to cook up the season, cause judgment come and get even. I'ma show you how to. Welcome back. Glad to see you, glad to see you. And you. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. We're not doing that no more. Not today. Speeding things right on up. I still hear things though, but I'm in a realm where I shouldn't. See what I'm saying? Alright, but it's cool though. I'm gonna let the angels take care of that. He got me. Alright, so look. Welcome to the God and Self Podcast. We're in the promotion of self-discovery with God recovery. All with that goal of connecting God with yourself. Hopefully y'all been getting y'all meditations in. Even though I know I ain't provide one for you today. Like I said, we taking a couple things out so we can speed things and add some more things in. But in due time, as we progress, maybe they'll come back, or we'll add in different things. But nonetheless, God's still with us, you know what I'm saying? Still got ourselves here and we still got God here, so that's really all we ever need. So today, title drop, God versus weakness. Cause we've been dipping into this thought for probably going on, just some time, however long. No need to count, right? So I'm gonna start off with a video. We gonna watch that I brought up on my other channel. Go check it out. I'm gonna pull it up so you can see what it is. But we gonna watch a video from there about actually what I was talking about, because I was talking about this in the car or whatever. And then I actually found, a scripture that is the most relevant one to talk about on this topic for right now, to me personally. Because the way I look at it, the way I view weakness is like, I don't feel like God helps the weak. And the way that the world, understands the word weakness. And we're going to break that down too. So, the verse that we, honestly, you already saw the verse. It's in the beginning, in the intro. But the reason why we picked that verse is because if there was to be any verse that somebody could combat me with, it would probably be that one. But at the same time, we gotta dig deeper to understand the reason why it says what it says, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Headphone check. Drink check. I don't got no snacks, but I don't need none. I don't need none right now. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna go ahead and get on into it. Oh, the video. Oh, let me just pull it up. Alright, bet. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just show you this first, I guess. This is the term weakness that, the way the world refers to it as. A state or condition of lacking strength. Right? And I don't think God helps people in a state or condition of lacking strength. I just don't think he does. Now, what I talked about in the thing, well, we gonna see it, is if y'all can show me an example of, God helping somebody in a state of condition or lacking strength, then y'all can show me that. But here go another one. A quality or feature regarded as a disadvantage or fault. A quality or a quality or feature regarding as a disadvantage or fault. A state of condition of lacking strength. A person or a thing that one is unable to resist or likes excessively. Unable to resist or likes excessively. I get what they saying. Like, if somebody got a thing for sweets, that's their weakness. Yeah, but we not even gonna get into that one. But yeah, this is the main one that I'm focusing on. A state or condition of lacking strength. That's the music. Shameless plug, that's the music. Go check out Melanin Upbeats. This the channel right here. Me, R.I.C. That's the other channel. I've been posting a lot on that lately. It's my everlasting random interesting content, where it's at? Weakness, boom. See, from the beginning, I don't know if y'all get the imagery, but I'm showing strength. For those who know, but I'm showing strength. The light bodies, and then
Yes,
the
sir.
transition crazy.
Yes, sir. Back with another little car of Lizzie for y'all. Say up, Sears.
We don't need to watch
It's
this.
me, R.I.C. Living free, R.I.C. So sub to me, and you might see as R.I.C. It's me. True. Alright, let's get a little comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
True, you right.
Say what's up to doggy, So look though, disclaimer, y'all know my content is random, right? But it's still interesting. It's also everlasting. My everlasting, random, interesting content. Shout out to me, R.I.C. But topic of the day is, right, weakness. Think about this, yo. Like, look at me. You looking at me? You can only see, like, half my face. Half is in the dark, but it's all good though. You wanna get over here? I'm not really putting that much effort into the quality anymore because I mean, I'm just trying to push out the content. The quality will come later as the quantity grows, you know?
Look, I didn't even
But
remember that I
weakness.
said that on this video, but
And
yeah,
the question
facts.
that I got, right, is has God ever really helped anybody weak? Think about that. Like, don't just answer me. I know you want to say yeah, but really think about it. All right, and disclaimer too. I'm only talking to people who obviously, if you gotta believe in God, right? I mean, and more specifically, it'd be nice if you believed in the Bible. But if you believe in whatever God you believe in, then I mean the question still goes to you. But more specifically, I'm talking to people who who believe that the Bible was inspired word of God.
Basically, people who believe that God can, speak to his chosen people and relay messages through those people when the masses can't hear God directly anymore. I'm talking to those people who still believe in the truth of, a higher consciousness above us all.
And think about that though. Like, has God ever helped anybody weak? Cause y'all know I made a video. Well, I don't even know if it was a whole video, but I brought up the fact that nowadays the world is catering to weak people to the point where you can complain about stuff and it's like, oh, somebody got something for you. Like, it's like Darwinism is being disproved. Yeah, that was my Darwinism chat. Nowadays the world is catering to the weak, right? But
Yeah.
has God ever helped anybody weak? Like, don't get me wrong. You could be going through something, you could be struggling and da da da, but that don't make you weak. Weakness is when you give up on things. It's when you constantly say I can't. When you already accept defeat. That's weak. That's weakness. And I'm not talking about Jesus either. I'm talking about God, the big man. The father of Jesus. Has he ever helped anybody weak? I'm asking the question. I'm not, I mean, I know what my opinion is. I haven't found any example of that. So that's why I asked the question.
I think that might have been the gist of it. Cause
I don't know who's
something
behind
happened
me.
in this video that just proved like how what I was saying, but
But I mean,
it's not necessarily. I'm not necessarily still talking about it. You feel?
not even gonna lock the door. Open it. And that's just so I know what I gotta do. Shout out to Doggy, because I ain't even peeped the car though. But I mean, we still was prepared regardless. That's funny how timing work, you know what I'm saying? A little example. But yeah, if anybody can answer that for me, you let me know. So I'm really contemplating on it. I'm like pondering on that question. Like, the closest I came to.
And the reason why I'm pondering on it is because like I already said, like it's like the way the world is switching. Even though reading the code, it literally tells you everything from the beginning to the end. It's like it. Granted, before the book even existed, we was already living in the truth. But after a certain point, people begin to forget, so they needed, a reminder. And they had a book, Old Testament. Then Jesus became the living reminder who fulfilled the Old Testament. Because even though people still had that book as a reminder, they were still forgetting. So Jesus went and fulfilled the book to be a proof that it's like there is a truth of life. Period. Like there is a truth to every single one of our beings that is higher than us all. The world is not random. The universe is not chaos. It is divine order.
You know, to find an example was Moses, because Moses was, you know, when God was talking to him in the bush or whatever and trying to get him to do what he was trying to get him to do. At first, Moses was like, nah, I got this type of problem, like talking about his speech impediment, da da da. He's like, you should choose my cousin Aaron. He would probably be better for it. But at the same time, he still ended up going, you know, going through with it. So it's not like he really accepted any defeat. It's not like he really accepted that he couldn't do it. Even
Cause I mean, let me look now. I'm gonna address that too. Cause low key, ain't that kind of a form? Like, granted, it's still a little weak in my opinion, but at the same time, it's like humble weak, right? Like, cause he ain't just say no, I can't do it. I got a speech impediment. Da, da, da. He was like, my cousin talk better. No, you should go get my cousin to do it. Like, it's like I'm not as good as him. Like I mean, there could be you could choose somebody, but guys, like I know what I'm doing. So, but at the same time, it's like it's a little weak, but at the same time, it's like a humble weak. Cause he didn't have to name nobody. That would have been straight weak. Like that wouldn't have been humble. That would have just been weak. If he would just been like, no, I can't do it. I got this type of disadvantage. Don't pick me. Da 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 da. But he was like, no, don't pick me because you could pick my cousin. You know, he was trying. Trying to uplift somebody else at the same time. So it was like there was still like some type of good in that moment for Moses, and God was still like, nah, it's gonna be you, bruh.
even though I'm gonna keep it real, God did mess with him. He did mess with him to make him see his strength.
For
But
sure.
that's because he knew he could handle
Yeah, yeah,
to a certain extent.
yeah. Cause
You know
after
what
a
I'm
while
saying?
he
I
got
got my
carried
own
away.
little issues with Moses,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah,
neither here
yeah.
nor there. We talk
Right.
about
True.
that
You
later.
you right, bro. You right.
I'm just filming a video. got the fofo come through. That's funny, cause I told you. Look, I'm telling you, bro, my life different. I got out with this. I don't know if she saw it or not, but I didn't take it off my lap.
Yeah, I think that's it.
My life different. Ain't no fear or nothing. I opened the
So it's
door with it
mainly
and
like it
everything.
was a little mini discussion, and then after that, I just literally just kept getting examples of, you know, my basically the strength that he gives me. I'm just saying like that because it's like a couple things kept trying to mess with us, but ain't we stood our ground at every given drawing, protected, and always. But yeah, let's close that. Oh no. All right, bang. So that was the little mini discussion. I mean, so now you know that y'all heard that from ourself, our past self, and now we talking from our present self. We gonna go ahead and get ourself out the way for our future self and get God in the way. You know what we talking about. Verse of the day. Here we go. Boom. Make sure it's drawn up. Alright, we straight. Verse of the day. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Now, this is Paul talking. So when it says, and he said to me, that part, that's what God said to him. God said, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And that's the end of God's speech. The rest of it is, Most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, and I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, I am made strong. I'm going to read that version again, then I'm going to read another version. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I'm strong. Right? Even though, this the KJVAAE version, I'm saying basically the Apocrypha King James version, which is, got that Shakespearean speech into it. You can still see that it's like that's not really talking about, it's not really this definition of weakness. A state or condition of lacking strength. Cuz at the end he says, when I am weak, then I am strong. Right? So that's it's a difference. But we're going to break it down even more because I'm going to read this other version. Then we're going to keep going. Boom. The NIV version. And honestly, Paul break it down kind of perfectly if you want to read from the top. It's 2 Corinthians 12. I'm going to read up a little bit higher just to, give you a little bit more context cuz that's what we're going to go into. Therefore, in order to keep me from being conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan, to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord, take it away from me. But he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, this is what I'm saying in red. This is when God's talking. He said, God said unto him, this is God speaking. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. And then the rest is Paul. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Now that whole torment thing, like it's so much to break down in this scripture, but this is why this is the perfect one that if anybody is to come at me, it'd be like it would use this one to try. But when you really break it down, it's like there's this weakness is not in there, and this is the weakness that I'm talking about when I say God don't help the people in a state or condition of lacking strength. God don't help them people. Still, if you got an example to show me, because like I said, I'm trying to be perfect. I'm being perfected. You can speed that up, and you can help me. Let's get it. But until then, I'm just trying to share what I can share, help who I can help. Shout out to the few. You hear? Shout out to you. But yeah. Because to say when I am weak, I am strong, that's not weak. To delight in weakness, to delight in insults, somebody insulting you, yet you still like, That's a strength. Something hard, yet you know, I'm about to overcome it. That's a strength. Something persecuting you, you being attacked, yet you know, ha, yeah, I'm about to knock this thing down. That's a strength. And difficulties, oh, something challenging, yet you know, I'm about to figure this out. That's a strength. Weakness is when you're faced with those things. He's calling me names. And then you start believing in the names that they call. And you start feeling bad about you. That's weak. That's weakness. That's a state or condition lacking strength. That's weak. He don't help that. You facing a hardship and you just like, oh, woe is me. That's so hard. I can't do it. It's weak. He not helping you. Something attacking you, and you're like, they're attacking me. God, what am I gonna do? Why is this happening? It's weak. He's not helping you. So, I'm saying, all right, boom. Let me get this out of here. Boom. That's the verse of the day. And honestly, I pretty much, for those that can hear, you heard the breakdown. But to those that are maybe a little hard of hearing, but yet you still trying, I'm gonna try and talk more through it, because this is kind of, part of my development, because I'm a man of few words, but I'm trying to talk more, because it'll just help later with, like, it'll help me be quicker, because I got pretty much all the insight and, wisdom of, like, all the truth, to the point where it's like I'm out of here, but I'm trying to be here and actually still help to some extent. Like, granted, I know I'm not going to reach everybody, and I'm not supposed to, and I'm not going to, but for those that, I want to. So I'm, whatever I'm doing, it's gonna be a piece of the whole. And I'm talking to anybody in those states of weakness, just so you can understand that that's not okay. If you're faced with some type of adversity, you gotta understand that, first off, God never gives you more than you can handle in the first place. So if you choose to think that you can't handle a situation, then you're already wrong. And therefore, that what you have, well, even that's going to get taken away. That's more scripture, but if you know, you know. Because, break it down like this. You're only ever given a test after you've already been given lessons and knowledge of the work to do to pass that test. And that's taking it back to school. And I mean, however, you gotta understand that the metaphors and the allegory going on here. You're never given a test just without being given the knowledge beforehand of what it is you're supposed to know to be able to pass the test. So if you're given a test and you fail, that means you weren't paying attention to the teachings, to the lessons, to the things you were supposed to be learning in order to pass your test. That's on you. Like Paul mentioned, he was given a thorn in his side. He was given, I forgot the exact words he used, but something from Satan, because Satan is the adversary. Just like there's light, there's darkness. But without the darkness, how much are you really going to appreciate the light, So that's what that's about. It's to the point where Paul knew it was so he wouldn't be conceited. Because he was given all these revelations and whatnot. He was given all this wisdom to the point where he could have, just like, Christ. They was trying to make him king, yet he knew that there's something higher than himself. So, and something gave him that power. So he chose not to let his ego be the one that was praised on this planet, on this world, in this space. He chose to give glory to that which gave him those revelations, gave him that wisdom, gave him that power. Our Father. He chose to recognize that without ego, without himself being boosted up. He understood that it was a thorn in his side so that he would not be conceited. He asked God to take it away, and God simply said, my grace is enough for you. Because if you really understand grace, it's that peace. The peace that passes all understanding. It's like, no matter what, as long as I got that, I got you, G. There is nothing that could take away that peace. Like, the peace, my bad, that's the juice, you know. The peace of that whole, like, you gotta hear me, man. But yeah, I really feel like I be preaching on here sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the intro. But okay. Just talk a little bit more where I'm at. I'm already at 30 minutes. Yeah, we about to close out. Cause if you ain't get it by now, I'll be back later. But at the same time, you probably one of those hard of hearing people. But yeah, so there's nothing that you're being faced with that you can't overcome, because you've already been given the lessons and the teachings and the knowledge to know what to work to do to overcome it. So when I think about people suffering and and all these other things and all these other weaknesses that are popping up in the world that just annoy me, because it's like, now this weakness is being catered to, this weakness is being catered to, this weakness is being catered to, but at the same, we're not overcoming them. They're just multiplying. It's like weaknesses are just spreading all over the place. When the whole time it's like, nah, let's knock that out. Let's knock that out. We're not supposed to be supporting that. Let that die. Let that die so the strong thing survives and we get more strength out here. That's what's really supposed to be going on. Yet is all these pill popping, I'm not even gonna get into it. Shot up, I'm not even gonna get into it. Medicated, I'm not even gonna get into it. Diluted, I'm not even gonna get into it. But for real, like, it's all these different things that people are doing now to try and cope with things, when it's like, pray for yourself. Don't ask nobody to pray for you. Don't pray for nobody else. Don't be praying for nobody else if you can't even, pray to get yourself through something. Why are you praying for somebody else? Like, I'm just keeping it real. What is your prayers really? And I'm bringing back the term out of order because I love it. It's like, I forget the year that was actually the thing where it's like out of pot, but it's like, yeah, things are out of order. Way out of order. To the point where it's like, if you think about something that's out of order, either it just straight don't work, or it don't work properly, it don't work right. So yeah, it's a lot of things out here out of order. It's like, it may look like it's working, but it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. So how you fix that? Man, you talk to that manufacturer, get back to that thing that made that thing, get a system reprogramming, get yourself back in order. There is an order. there's a divine order that we should all be in line with. Tune in. It's another example of something where it's like, if you think about, take a picture for example. Like, you got an original picture, right? It's an original picture. It's super clear. It's vibrant. It's pure. It's practically perfect, right? And you take that picture, and then you make a copy of it, right? The copy is not gonna be as pure and perfect as the original, right? But it's gonna be pretty right there, right? It's gonna be pretty close. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you take something, you have an image, and then you make something in that image, you gotta hear what I'm saying. You gotta hear where I'm going. So you take something and you make it like that image, like you copy it. It's not that image, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Like, it's pretty close. This is, this is pretty. This is perfect. This is almost perfect. Like, right there, right? But then, instead of copying this again, because you got this, you take and copy this. So now you got something that's, it's not even as perfect, as close to perfection as this was. Now it's less close to perfection. Then you copy that again, copy that again, keep copying, you keep copying the copy when you could copy the original. When you keep copying the copy, you gonna fade out. That picture gonna fade out. Eventually, it's not even gonna look nothing like the original. And that's what's happening by catering to weaknesses. You copying a copy to the point where originally you forget about the original. But you're fading out the whole time. If you can hear me, you can hear me, man. But yeah, I'm gonna do a bit, cause yo, I'm telling you, we getting into crazy times, man. Like, the world is perfect. It's people that's losing. People that's doing some corrupt, crazy thing. What is it? It's not the flesh and blood, man. It's powers and principalities and spiritual wickedness going on in high places. But who let it happen? Who's supporting these things? See what I'm saying? Who are the few people conscious enough to actually, I'm gonna get back to that original? Or are you just one of the ones copying copies? They doing that, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's like that, so I could be like that. That's endure to the end, my guy. Endure to the end, my sis. Because when you really think about your eternity, if you believe in that, if you don't, I don't even know why you here. But if you do, then you can't make this living meaningless. Like, you can't make it reckless. You can't believe in that it's chaos. Because it's too much order when you really look at the things beyond corruption. Cool, corruption, but that's just a little bit of something. Like, it's to keep you in sight of the light. Darkness is only there as a reminder that, like, oh wait, there's an opposite to this. It's something, that's better. Heavy is only, it's a half to a whole, It's the other side of the coin, but what is the coin itself, I'm kind of going way too deep inside this rabbit hole to the point where I keep using metaphors now. So, try and bring it back to reality. Overcome your struggles. Don't submit to them. Do everything you can do to rise above. Don't lay down. like there's a lot that I could say and I want to say, but I'm really not trying to make this joint like a 2 hour situation. Trying to think about the points that is like really, cause y'all know I don't script this. We off the fly. Like I got my topic or whatever, but I don't write scripts to be like, yeah, I gotta say this, and like it's really off straight from the heart. It's straight from the heart. Put it like that. This is just straight from the heart. Cause yeah, I'm at a point where I see weakness around me. I'm laughing at it now. I'm like, I'm gonna make you feel weaker, but it's like, it's really so you can understand that you don't have to feel like that. And if you do choose to submit to it, it's like, well, you're making a choice, and since I know everything is written, it's like, it's characters in the book. I know who that character is. When there are other characters that are not, you know what I mean, they're gonna do this. I done read all the roles already. I know exactly how things play out. Like, you know what I mean? You can see it. Go pick up a good book. Go read through think about this for a second, right? I'm probably gonna come back with this question too. If somebody said, right, for real, like really, I'm promise this is my last little thing, and I'm out of here. If somebody came to you and was like, yo, hey, my bro, hey, my sis, dog, listen, I got the keys to life, bro. Like, no, like, not even, like, no bull. Like, I have the answer to everything. Like, I can show you. I can give you something that'll give you the answers to everything. Like, I can give you the answers to everything. It'll literally open up everything. Like, if you study this and learn the truth of this, you'll have the answers to everything. You gonna want it, right? Like, you gonna want it, right? And then when they say it's in a book, half the people that wanted it, y'all already gone. Cool, y'all gonna think and y'all gonna say that y'all want it, but when you hear that you gotta read, you know what I'm saying? You might even take the book. But how many of y'all really gonna actually start reading the book? Like, for real. How many? Dog, it give you the answers to everything. It's in the book, bro. Man, I don't know about that. Yeah, they ain't make a movie for it yet. Dog, can I have Alexa read it to me? Is it an audio book? Can they read it to me? Weak. Be weak and lazy. And it's like, it's crazy to say the word lazy, because it's like people work at being like, for lack of a better word, people work at being stupid. Like, I literally seen people try so hard to cheat. Think about that test situation. It's like, you know, a test coming up. It's like on Monday, you're told a test coming on Friday. I seen people do nothing on Monday, nothing on Tuesday. Wednesday come, they like, oh, let me get ready to get my cheat. Hey, who I'ma cheat off of? It's like, dog, you still got 2 days to eat, to just try and get prepared. Cool, you done spent 2 days BSing, but you still got 2 days to try and prepare. Instead of trying to prepare, you trying to figure out how to cheat already? People work at trying to do things corruptly. When whole time, dog, you put that work in to do things correctly, it'll last you forever on. Dog, it got the answers to everything. Dog, it's in the book, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna read that, bro. I don't even know. Like, and you know what I'm talking about. Like, so many people in the world right now denying God, don't believe in the Bible, but how many of them really read it? all the people denying God and don't believe in, not believing the word of the Bible, the code of the Bible, the truth of the Bible, the secrets of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? However you want to put it, because it's more than just a book. It's a code. It's a script that's for those who are meant to get it. They gonna get it. And it's like that's why I'm not even strictly sticking to that one book, but it's like it's the fact that God has divinely inspired people among all this time, because he's a consciousness. He has shared his consciousness with a few people to be able to share with others, because everybody not even listening to him no more, to the point where why should he talk to every individual, He personally tell you that he's sending these people, and other people will see the divine in them, yet they don't want to believe in that either. So it gets to a point where it's like, oh snaps, people just really, you get lost and you just want to stay lost. You don't care. Like it's a lack of a lot of things. It's just a lack, period. But come at me whatever you want, because I've done read all the books. Like, it's not even just the Bible. It's like, but that one book, it literally, since I read that one first, I've seen how they're related to all of the books. The Bhagavad Gita, the Buddha eightfold laws and all that stuff. The Torah. I'm trying to think. I did the Hindi, the Chinese, well, the Asian, sorry. You know, the Muslims. I'm trying to think. There's all right. Come at me with the other books, cause like I said, I gotta get out of here. But I've read so many things to the point where I can't even name them all. Just put it like that. But hey, all I'm saying is, don't be weak. Pick up a good book. Get you some strength. Cause if you choose to be weak out here, God ain't gonna help you unless you choose to be strong in your weaknesses. Meaning you putting in the work to, oh, your muscles is little, go lift. And we'll come back with all that good stuff. Cause you gonna have to tune in. Here come them horsemen. And what we left, we gonna make it right. Good day and good night. Here come that soundbite. I'm grinding, I'm smoothing, I'm moving, a movement. You snoozing, you losing, you not doing what I'm doing. Ha 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 ha. On another mission, yeah, cooking in the kitchen. Got something you should listen, it's a secret, so I whisper it. Christ coming soon, cuz be ready for trouble. Speaking the truth, love, he not giving no up. Coming for vengeance, it belongs to the Lord. So shout out to the Lord for coming back with the sword, cleansing the earth for the pure. Many have told you before, last time won't say it no more. Wait for that knock on your door. Yep, you better be ready. But start to spray like confetti, and I'm not trying to be petty when I say I told you already. I'm trying to prep you for war before it comes to your door. You better drop to the floor and pray to God a lot more. For time, for peace, your soul to keep Satan's defeat. Your family reach, get to possessing your soul with total mind and control. Put your emotions on hold and let your spirit unfold. On another mission, yeah, cooking in the kitchen.